Hi guys, Trailhound here. And I just wanted to do a quick video on pretty much this remote fueling bubbler system. I have a couple of these. I have a video on my channel how I make them. And there's a lot of different bottles that you can use. You get some travel size shampoo and conditioner bottles that'll fit the caps that I use, and that's the energy drink shot caps. There's also some travel size mouthwash bottles that fit those. These are the ones from Walmart, also fit those. You can buy some of these small containers, plastic bottles at Dick's or at Walmart in the camping section. They got caps on them more like this with the flip up. A couple of them like that. I think a couple of them are standard, just caps. Anyway, they come in these round bottles. They're rather soft. You can squeeze them. You can use them as a mini squeeze bottle with a nipple cap or something. Anyway, I also sometimes use these with my remotes. And I just wanted to go over this one thing real quick. This is just like a little mini remote fed knockoff Starlight kinda. And this is one I just threw together. Just picked this to use as an example with this demonstration. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is this is the top portion. I don't have any more left right now, but this is the top portion of the energy drink shot bottle, the white energy drink shot bottles. It's like this portion right here out of one of those bottles. It gets real thin here, I guess because when they created it, stretches this plastic, and then it gets thicker as it goes down towards this section. So up here's the section you want, about a ½ inch, 3/4 inch section of right there. It's nice and thin, and you can it fits right over the outside of these. You gotta give it some pressure, but it'll fit right over top of the outside of these bubbler remotes. It also fits over top of these cans, the small cans that are like the mini axe size cans. So it can be used like if you wanted to have this as your stove and make another one of these as your remote, you could just put this on it and shove them both together and they would stay just like that. So what I wanted to show you, what I found that I'm going to be using this for, is kind of a safety feature for these bubbler remotes. If you take and you pressure fit this down over top of here, you've still got your bubbler remote, and that's totally sealed right now. That's going to take some real manipulation. There you go, to get back off. And push this down on as far as you want it. And what you'll get is, I'm hoping anyway, that when I put a bottle in here, let me get an empty one. Okay, I'll screw a bottle in there, and I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but there's still a gap. So the fuel, if I were to lift up my stove, the fuel will then run and stay in this portion instead of spilling out over it all until I get it back to move to where I want it or whatnot. And it'll just could alleviate some of the spillage. Also, when you initially turn over your bottle, sometimes I get some leakage comes out. This could potentially stop that and cause any of that leakage to go back down the air inlet hole before it would spill out anywhere, and you can then hopefully save it or use it. So what I wanted to do was just a quick trial and demonstration, and I'm going to use a small bottle hopefully so that we can see a little bit better. I'm going to just screw that right on there. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Now I didn't pay attention there. The hole was on this side, so I did flip it the right way. I didn't pay attention to which way I flipped it. Anyway, I'm going to let this stove fill up with a little bit of fuel, and hopefully you guys can see kind of how that's working. And in there's the hole in there. And I'll let this fuel up a little bit, and let me grab something here. Here we go. This is just the top of the bottom of a Bud Light bottle can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the stove after it gets nice and juicy here. I'm going to set it up on top of here so that it should push some fuel back and come up out of the hole inside of here, which I want to make sure, okay, this is on this side so we can see it in the sunshine. That's why I'm doing this all right here in front of this window. I'm hoping to catch any spillage or anything like that with some decent visibility. So inside of this stove, while we're just waiting for it to fill up a little bit, is a coil of carbon felt, some scrap carbon felt just coiled, put in here. Then it has a disc of carbon felt put over that, and then I put a round disc of screen, stainless steel screen, on top of that, pushed it all down in there, and put this in the press with the die and just rolled the top edge, and that's what holds everything in there. So I also made a knockoff Starlight, or one of the original types, just like this. Let me grab that quick. There we go. Made this. Basically, this is the same style, except the only thing in here is just pure scraps. And then this was just some stainless steel wire that I put on there as the pot stand to make it look like that. So anyway, now we should have, this thing should be plenty full. I got about half of the bottle almost soaked into this wick. So I'm going to go ahead and elevate this. As a matter of fact, to make it a little faster, I'm not even going to use that. Alright, I'm reset here. I'm hoping that you can see inside of there with this camera, and that you'll be able to see the fuel come back up out. Hopefully you can see here, I got a nice saturated finger there just from touching the top. Plenty of fuel in there right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lift this stove way up, and we're going to let some of that fuel that would normally come back and run out all over the place here come out, and we're going to see it gets pulled up inside of there. There it comes. It came up. I don't know if you can see it running down this tube or not. And that's about all that's coming back out of it. I don't know if you can see in there or not. I'm going to put the stove back down, and I'm going to try to lift this up to the camera and see if we can see that fuel run back out of there. There goes our bubbles again. So all the fuel's down and out of there, and we got our bubbles back. Alright, so that's it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Just a little way to upgrade your remote or put some stoves together with that sleeve. And anyway guys, I'll catch you next time.